Hey guys! So today I wanted to share with you a little bit more about myself, way too much about myself probably. So we're going to do a 50 facts about me tag. Let's just get started. Number 1. I am married to the funniest man I have ever met. I prefer winter way over summer. When I get the hiccups, they really hurt. Not initially, but if I've had them for a few minutes, they start to really hurt. Luckily, I've kind of gotten it down how to get rid of them. But yeah, my hiccups really hurt when I get them. How about you guys? Anyone get pain when they have their hiccups? I hate hiccups. I've had braces on 2 separate occasions. I am not proud of this at all. I had them on in 6th grade, I want to say, and then I didn't wear a retainer. And then I had them on again in maybe 8th grade. Yeah, not fun. But luckily, I've been keeping up. I've been on an MTV dating show called Exposed. It was actually really fun and definitely an awesome, fun experience. But for the record, those shows are super scripted. We had like a bug in our ear and someone telling us our lines. For the most part, we kind of improvised a little bit. But for the most part, we did have lines, even though it was a reality show. And yeah, so if you watch reality TV, they're scripted. I consider my style to be eclectic. One day I will wear kind of a hippie boho look. The next day I'll do more grunge. And then the next day I'll kind of wear something a little bit more classy or expensive, if you will, and just look a little bit more high end. And then other days I don't know, I'm just kind of all over the place. I kind of like to take things from different eras and whatnot and just mash them all into one. And I love that. I love having a broad range of clothes in my closet. I prefer drama shows over comedic. I love organizing and cleaning. I have my husband to thank for that. He has always been a great organizer, and I've kind of been a little bit of the opposite, kind of messy, not dirty, because there's a difference, but messy. And ever since I met him and we kind of started living together, I've just been so much better, and it honestly makes me so happy. I don't go to bed with dirty dishes in the sink if I can help it. I have to wake up to a clean house. My desk has to be clear. Everything has to be pretty organized. I'm not as organized as he is, but I'm getting there. My current favorite color is purple. My first traditional job was at a Halloween store. I didn't like the Princess Bride movie up until about a 1.5 years ago, and then my husband and I saw it at the Egyptian in Boise, and it's just an amazing theater, and we were with amazing people around us watching the movie, and it just made me fall in love with the movie, and now we own it. I own more Halloween movies than I do Christmas movies, and I'm trying to change that. I started dyeing my hair when I was in 5th grade, and then I stopped about 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, I always forget. And now this is all natural. I literally look up reviews for everything that I purchase, whether it's makeup, electronics, hair dryers. Hair dryers? I never really purchase hair dryers that often. What? Anyway, anything that's a little bit more expensive or I'm spending a little bit more money on it, I usually will review it in the store, and I'll be there in like the aisle for like 10 minutes, like on my phone, and the people that work there are like, can I help you with anything? And I'm like, oh no, I'm good. They're probably like, wow, did she really come to the store just to text her friend? My favorite cereal is Lucky Charms. And yes, I am one of those people who want the Lucky Charms to just be marshmallows. One day, they will come out with it, even if it's limited edition, Lucky Charms with only marshmallows. That is just my dream. My dream. I love the marshmallows. I lived on a boat for 2 years when I was 4 and 5. I prefer dogs over cats. My house decor style is modern. You can see my modern little spiral staircase that I love. And then I've got like this modern chair that has like these awesome beads on it. And then like a tan couch. I'm kind of trying to incorporate more of like the white and more of like the mirrored look. It's slowly but surely coming along. The tree obviously isn't that modern. But I am more modern. That is my style. I really don't like the rustic look. My favorite lunch meat is turkey with pesto sauce. I am terrible at doing accents. I've been serving for 7 years. And by serving, I mean like waitressing. If you're not in the States, maybe you don't call it serving, maybe you know waitressing more so. So yes, I've been serving for, or waitressing, whatever you want to call it, for almost, actually it might be 8 or 9 years. I haven't really kept track. I broke my pinky in 5th grade and I had to have surgery on it. Ugh, it's such a long story, but I broke it. They put it in a splint. I kept hitting the splint. My bone went like this, so they had to go in and do surgery and correct my bone to do this. And then I was in a cast for 6 months. I had 2 needles through my finger for 6 months in my cast, and it was awful. It was awful. Oh, I was playing tetherball. When I was 18, my car caught on fire driving to Los Angeles. Yeah, quite the story, huh? It's really a long story, and nothing I did. It's just the car had a recall notice or something, and I was in the car and I got pulled over because it was smoking and the front of the hood just went up in flames. And I kind of just stood there or sat there and like didn't get out of the car. And the police officer was like, are you gonna exit the vehicle? Your car's on fire. And then I like grabbed my stuff and I walked out and I was just crying hysterically. It was a big, big mess and it was not fun. Don't burn your car down. I've never really been a party girl. I love supernatural shows and movies. I have no musical talent, unfortunately. I wish it would be amazing if my husband could play his instruments and play guitar, and then I could sing and we could like do duets and like be amazing. But no, he's just amazing. He plays everything pretty much. He dabbles in guitar. I feel like he plays everything. I mean, I don't know if he could pick up the flute and play the flute or the clarinet. Yeah, I feel like he plays a little bit of the drums, guitar, bass. You can pretty much do anything fairly well. He's a jack of all trades. He's really, really great at guitar. But I just never, I'm not a singer. I tried to play guitar for like a day and that didn't really work out. I have no musical talent. If I could have any accent in the world, it would be Australian. Oh, if you have an Australian accent, I want to have it. I talk in my sleep. I do. I talk in my sleep. My feet size are a size and a half different. I know, I'm a freak. I'm a freak. I'm a freak. My left foot is an 11 and my right foot is a 9.5. The last time I checked, my right foot might be more like a 10 now, but I know they're definitely, if I put them up side by side, it's like that much of a difference. It's kind of crazy. I don't buy shoes because it's just a hassle, so I'm not a big shoe person either. I get motion sickness pretty easily. I love sneezing. I know that's so random. Love sneezing. Does anyone else like sneezing? I think everyone likes sneezing. It's such a good feeling. It's just so relieving. I crack my knuckles. It's a terrible habit, I know, and it drives my husband bonkers. And it would drive me bonkers too if I was in his position, but it's just a bad habit. I'd like to think that I've gotten better about it over the years, but I do crack my knuckles in my neck, but we won't show you that. My favorite quote is 10% of life is what happens to you and 90% is how you react to it. I love this quote and I really, really try and remember this quote when I'm having a bad day or something goes wrong. You know, 90% of your life you don't have control over, so why not make the best of your situation and try and be positive and stay positive. My favorite chocolate is Dove chocolate. I love dancing. My favorite drink at Starbucks is really simple. It's just an iced coffee with white mocha sauce. My birthday is March 31st and I am 26. 26. Bah. I have a phobia with bubbles. I know, it's weird. I can't really get into it in great detail. Not like bubbles that you blow, like kid bubbles. It's more like, I can't even think about it. Like bubbles in pizza freak me out. And like my husband had a sponge once that kind of lays flat when you buy it. And then when you put it in water, it blows up and it like forms these bubbles. Oh my gosh. So gross. Ugh. And then anything that like crawls into your skin, like in The Mummy, there's that jewel, like, oh, I hate that so much. I can't, it freaks me out. It's a weird phobia, I know. I used to act and model in Los Angeles like everyone that lived in LA. I started when I was about 12 and I loved it at that point in my life. And then I did like a Dunkin' Donuts commercial at one point and I really liked that. And I started doing more and more and I don't know, it wasn't the business for me. It's a really, really hard business and I just kind of wanted to focus on other things. I worry about everything. Everything. I worry about everything. I love the rain. My favorite Disney movie is Beauty and the Beast. I was very sheltered growing up. I'm not a big fan of giving people more than 2 chances. You get 1 chance naturally, and then you get a 2nd chance if you screw up. And then after that, if you screw up again, you're done. Like, if you have done things to me or my friends or my family or people I care about and love, and you've done them wrong, then chances are you're gonna do us or them or me wrong again. When I was younger, my family and I would go to Mexico like every other weekend. I've always wanted to live in Maine. One of my favorite movies is Clueless. I know, don't judge me. It's not my all-time favorite, but I love the movie. It's amazing. It's so funny. It's a classic. It's girly. It's cute. It's just a good movie. It's a classic movie, so you can't give me that hard a time. But I do like Clueless. I think it's funny. Alicia Silverstone is amazing in it, and it's just a good movie. So don't judge me. My favorite genre of music right now is electronic, not like rave music or anything, but more like chill electronic, like Flume or telepop music I really like, stuff like that. Yeah, really into that genre right now, and anything that is dancey, like Calvin Harris, I love putting on. Usually I listen to my music in the morning when I'm getting ready and then like on my way to work in the car. So I usually like music that kind of gets me amped up for the day and just gets me in a really, really good mood. And that is it. Those are the 50 facts about me. I hope that you learned something new about me, and now that you know me a little bit better, maybe you'll get a little bit more excited to watch some more of my videos coming up. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.